morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Greater Women's Business Council 2020 Top Corporations Awards Celebration, virtual style. Please feel free to post or tweet during the event using the hashtag GWBCLive. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to welcome our diamond sponsors who will bring greetings. Glenda Thomas, Supplier Diversity Manager, Southern Company, and Therese M. Thompson, Vice President, Global Supplier, Inclusion and Diversity, The Coca-Cola Company.
Hi, I'm Glenda Thomas with Georgia Power, a Southern Company. I'm the Supplier Diversity Manager for Southern Company Electric. We are elated to be the Diamond Corporate Sponsor for Top Corporations this year. Although it's virtual and we're not physically with you, we are there on your screen. So for September the 23rd, we just like to honor all of the awardees, the nominees, the finalists. We appreciate all of our Weebies for all that you do to help us be successful as a corporation in our business community. We cannot do it without each of you. All of you ladies definitely rock. All of the corporations that's a part of GWBC and the WeBank family. We definitely appreciate your support, you lighting the path and making avenues and ways for our Weebies to have opportunities to not only support their own companies and their communities and their families. Although we're virtual due to the pandemic COVID-19, we're all still here as a tight-knit community. We must work together and stand together. All Weebies rock, and we are congratulating everyone because everyone is a winner. Thank you.
So this is Therese Thompson, Vice President of Global Supplier Diversity and Inclusion for the Coca-Cola Company. First, I want to say I miss all of you in this space. The Supplier Diversity and Inclusion space is a special space of professionals like myself and my peers, of women-owned businesses that I have always respected and admired. And then there's the GWBC team and RISE. They really have set the standard. I would say they're the platinum standard, and they're any standard that's above that. So I'm going to just stop for a moment and say, let us contemplate and reflect the times that we're in. We are truly in historical times, and supplier diversity and inclusion is at an inflection point. And I believe that we are set and ready for the challenge. I believe that all the things that we say about diverse suppliers, women-owned business, is particularly true in times like this. We are innovative, agile, we can respond, and so many of you have pivoted in a way that I knew was possible, but many may have been surprised by. You have been able to meet the challenges that corporations expect, and as we think through our supply chain and our strategies, I think having businesses that are closer to the places of production is probably going to grow and be seen as a strategic advantage in many cases. So what I'd like to say, as I've always said, is that the Coca-Cola Company, my employer, is ready and set for the challenge and has publicly announced its continued support for supplier diversity and those businesses that are a part of the space. I've been with this company for 35 years, and every year I'm proud to be here, and I couldn't be more proud to represent this company now. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome all of you to this wonderful event, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in person, possibly social distance, with masks and sanitizers at the next GWBC event.
Thank you, Glenda and Therese. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor and privilege to introduce our Mistress of Ceremonies, Monica Maldonado, President and CEO of IPCOM, your premier choice for integrated marketing, printing, and translation services in this not-so-new digital and virtual era, who play a vital role in your overall business strategy.
Good morning. I am so honored to be your MC for the Greater Women's Business Council's 2020 Top Corporations Award. We have a very exciting virtual celebration for you today, and I'm just thrilled to honor GWBC's top corporation partners and be a part of this 10th anniversary recognition. Today, we are recognizing and applauding selected corporations for their exceptional commitment to women business enterprises. It is always an honor to recognize business icons who are committed to the growth of women businesses and to congratulate the corporations that are being honored here today. And they are UPS, Truist Financial Group, the Coca-Cola Company, McKesson, Grady Health, Georgia Power, Delta Airlines, BMW Manufacturing Company, Bank of America, AT&T, and Accenture. Let's show them our applause. As you know, the Greater Women's Business Council is a regional partner organization of the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, and its mission is to promote and advocate for women businesses owners through education, mentoring, certification, and corporate partnering in the states of Georgia, North Carolina, and South Carolina. This year, the Greater Women's Business Council is celebrating its 20th anniversary and currently has over 1,050 certified women businesses, coupled with a stellar member base of top 100 Fortune corporate partners companies. GWBC is truly a value in this region's business community. With its award-winning supplier diversity initiatives and the major contributions that women business continue to make in our economy. Back to our celebration. It is about recognizing and honoring high-performing corporate members who are among the nation's most admired and notable corporate brands. Also, we want to thank the sponsors of today's Top Corporation Awards. It is because of their generous contributions that allows GWBC to create events such as today. Please give them another virtual applause. We have a great program today, and we hope you are enjoying the delicious treat that you received in celebration of our Top Corporation honorees. We want to thank Tracy West of Irresistible Cakes, who is one of GWBC's great women businesses. And for the first time, in honor of GWBC's 10th anniversary, keynote speaker Dr. Bertice Berry will bring an inspirational message. And in grand style, you will hear from our 2020 Corporations Award honorees and the women business partners who will briefly share about their successful supplier relationships. But first, it is my pleasure to introduce Deborah Mackins, Supplier Diversity Consultant at Georgia Power and Chair of the Board of Directors of GWBC.
Good morning. My name is Deb Mackins and I'm with Southern Company. Welcome to our 2020 Top Corporations Awards. First, we want to thank our wonderful MC, Monica Maldonado, for joining us today. On behalf of our Board of Directors, we thank you for celebrating with us today during this 10th year of recognizing and honoring companies who continue to raise the bar in supporting women business enterprises. 2020 has proven to be an unprecedented and challenging year for us all. But with the support of today's honorees and all of our corporate members, we are able to create an environment that includes development and procurement opportunities for WBEs to succeed in this marketplace. Together, we can generate the best ideas and solutions that help us realize our vision. I would also like to thank Roz Lewis, GWBC staff, the Voice, Awards, and Events committees. They continually deliver amazing results. In closing, I encourage you to continue to be the great businesses that you are. Together, we can achieve success. Please be safe and healthy. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb, and we appreciate your leadership as chair. And now, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Bertice Berry. She has had her own nationally syndicated television show and has hosted, interviewed, and made numerous television documentaries and radio appearances on a variety of diverse venues, including The Tonight Show, Oprah Winfrey, Between the Lions, Crossfire, 2020, NPR, PBS, Comedy Central, and CNN. Dr. Berry has used her unique gifts and talents as a writer and ghostwriter for others on a wide range of topics such as race and gender issues. She earned her own doctoral degree from Kent State University at the age of 26 and still sees her most fulfilling achievement in early life as that of a mother of her 5 adopted children. Dr. Berry believes that every one of us has been given a unique purpose, and it is our obligation to find it and use it to improve first our own self and then for those we live and work with. Please welcome the phenomenal Dr. Bertice Berry.
Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I am so honored and humbled to be with you all. We're living in these amazing times, and I think that some good things can come out of it. There's been a lot of talk about resiliency lately, and I tell folks all the time, resiliency is what you build before the crisis. In the crisis, it's the best time to build for the future. So I want to talk to you about building for the future, but I really want to do it through the lens of self-care and sisterhood. If we could take better care of ourselves and one another, I know that we can get through absolutely anything. Before I do that, though, I'm going to ask you to do this thing that I like to do whenever I'm learning something new, listening to someone new, or taking in a new experience, and I call it cleaning the filter. Every life has a filter. It's like the filter on the dryer. There's a note in front that says clean before each use. My mother did all of our laundry, and laundry skips a generation. But we all get things caught in our filter, and if we don't clean that filter, not only can you set your house on fire, it becomes the window through which you see the world. I'll give you an example. My ex-husband got caught in my filter. We got married and divorced in the same year, and I had to write a country song. It's called If I Shot You When I Met You, I'd Be Out of Jail by Now. But you can't go forward with all of that old stuff just stuck there. One of the most effective ways I find for cleaning my filter, on my mind, on my body, on my spirit, the best way for cleaning that filter for me is through gratitude. But not necessarily gratitude for someone else. But I want you to reflect on the gratitude that someone had for something you did for them. Maybe it was something you said, something you did, something you gave them, something you showed them. Think on that gratitude. I'll tell you a story. I was in an airport one day, and a little girl was running around in circles, and she was crashing into things, and she was crashing into people, and people were like, somebody needs to get that kid. And she was with her father, and the father was like, somebody needs to get that kid. So I looked up and I noticed all of this behavior. I'm a mom of 5 adopted grownish people. My children were all born fetal alcohol and crack addicted, so they have some differences and some things that they need to deal with. My youngest son was diagnosed as autistic. We found out he's just odd. He didn't speak until he was 6. It was right after we saw The Lion King, and now he talks like James Earl Jones. Anyway, I'm in the airport and I look over at this kid. I recognize this running around behavior because my son would chase the ceiling fan, and we let him because we knew where he was. I looked at her and I said, little girl. And she was like, what? And I said, Frozen or Monsters University? She said, Monsters University. She ran over and she smushed her little body right up next to mine. I pulled up my phone and I was going to pull up the movie and rent it for us to watch. But it was in that period before you could rent it and you had to purchase it. So I purchased the movie. We began to watch it. I was like, sure you don't like Frozen? She was like, no, Monsters University. We're watching it, and she's really loving it. And as with anything, when you're doing the right thing, time goes by. It went by quickly. 30 minutes in, maybe 40, it's time to board the plane. I looked at her and I said, I'm so sorry. We should have watched sooner. She said, that's okay, lady. It's so good. Thank you so much. And her father was like, oh my God, she hasn't been this still the whole trip. Thank you so much. And I said, well, I didn't do it for you. I got up to board the plane and I had to board early because I needed to pre-board. Thing I don't talk about and don't like to live through and don't like to even admit out loud to myself is I have MS. And so some days are better than others. And while you can't always see it, it's always there. This day it was there, multiplied. I was in a great deal of pain, and I got up and I went to board, and the gate agent said, "This is pre-boarding only. It's for people who have an assisted device or something." I said, "Yeah, I know. I have MS and I need to get on the plane." She said, "Well, there's nothing, doesn't look like anything wrong with you." And my mind immediately went to people who have to keep doing everything they do, even though everything looks okay. You can sometimes put on that happy, beautiful, glamorous face, but everything's not okay. So because I travel a lot, I scanned my own boarding pass and I went on the plane. I sat down in my seat, tired and hurting, and the flight attendant came over and started talking to me a little bit louder. And, "Oh, honey, you're in the wrong seat. This is first class. Your seat's in the back." At that moment, I wanted to get angry, and the angrier I got, it felt like the more pain I was in. The moment I was about to spiral into my own stuff, I heard a little voice, "Lady, lady." I'm like, "Kid, I'm over here." She came running over to me, into my seat. I said, "What is it?" She handed me this. Now, when I first got it, I couldn't see what it was, but I can hold it up here and you can see. It is the glove to her doll. It's the glove to her doll. She said, "Now you have one and I have one. We're sisters." I was immediately pulled out of my own stuff. I keep this little glove on the inside of my Kindle. I don't even have to see it. I sit down on a plane or in my bedroom when I'm reading at night, and I feel that little lump. And in that moment, I'm reminded that it doesn't matter what I'm going through, what someone else is doing to me, what they're saying about me, that I possess the ability to change somebody else's life. And it doesn't take a lot. It's a little thing. So keep in your heart the thought, the memory of doing something for somebody else. We all suffer from, "That's not my job," or "That's just my job." That's just my job. That's just my job. I'm just doing my job. But sometimes your job is the thing that somebody needs to put them on the path to be better. So when this thing first hit, this what I'm calling a dual pandemic of coronavirus, and we sat still long enough, and then systemic racism kind of crept in and crept its head out, and we could all see it. All of this started and crashed and came, and suddenly my life was different. I am traveling almost 4 or 5 days out of a week on a regular basis. And as early as March, I knew things were changing. All of my work was canceled. And I asked myself 2 important questions. What do I know? And what does my community need? I began to ask myself what I could do for somebody else. I had been through enough in my own life to know that living for the future is the way to bring hope. I suffered several years back a head injury. In fact, if you see me do this, it's my long hair that used to be there and I'm flicking it out of the way. I suffered from a head injury, and one day I went to the specialist and I said, "You're going to have to fix this." And he said, "We don't like to use words like fix." He said, "Well, make up a word and apply it." He said, "Well, what's going on is you have many, many scripts. You live for script. Everything you learn to do, we're walking, talking, you've got a script for all of those things. You've got another script for walking and talking, and all of your scripts are all confused." And he said the computer was created the same way the brain works. And so what happens when your computer crashes? I said, "It has to reboot." He said, "The same thing is happening. You have to reboot." And I looked at him, I crossed my eyes, and I started doing this. And he said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Deleting old files." I don't recommend that you knock yourself upside your head, but I do think that there are some old files that we need to delete so that we can see clearly. That day, when I asked myself what I knew, I wrote down several things. I wrote that I knew how to sew. While I was recovering from that head injury, I moved from my head and into my heart, and I began to hear and think clearly, and crazy ideas and notions came to mind, and one of them was make a dress. That was crazy because I had never sewn. I had never made anything. I had no idea how to make anything. But I pulled out some fabric that I had bought for a friend, figuring she didn't know that she was supposed to get it. And I made a dress. I stitched it by hand. The next day I went to church in that dress, and one of my friends said, "Oh my gosh, have you lost weight?" And I said, "No, I made my dress." She said, "Give me a hug." And I said, "No, it may fall apart." That was just 3 years ago. And now I am sewing every day. I'm not sewing dresses right now. When the pandemic happened, I had printed some fabric for a hospital in Seattle. And I decided instead of making the scarves that I had planned on making, I would make masks. This was before anyone had even mentioned a shortage of PPE. I took a picture of one of the masks, and a friend who's a surgeon said, "Oh my goodness, can you get me 100 of those?" I said, "Why do you need my mask?" She's like, "Because I can't get any anywhere." I said, "Okay." And then more people started asking, and then maybe 2 weeks later, we heard of the shortage. Since then, my daughter and my niece and I have made over 14,000 masks and sent them out everywhere. The other thing I wrote down that day was I knew how to inspire hope. I had some friends who were struggling with isolation, and they were very depressed. They said, "If I could just talk to you every day." Well, I tried talking, but I'd have to sew and the sound of the machine in the background. So I just decided to just record some messages and leave them for them. I began recording these 3 to 7 minute messages and leaving them on social media for them. Then I began to hear from people in Brazil and Pakistan and France and all over the world. I said, "What's going on?" And my daughter said, "Mom, these videos are going viral." "What are you talking about?" "I'm just telling a story." People from all over the world were saying, "Thank you. You're getting us through these times. This is helpful. This is so good." Suddenly, I had reached out to audiences that I didn't even know were listening. The other thing I wrote down was I knew race. I had a PhD in sociology with an emphasis in stratification, the unequal distribution of wealth, power, and prestige in a society. I remember looking at that and laughing, and I said, nobody's going to need that in a pandemic. It was only shortly afterwards that right down the road, Ahmaud Arbery's death became everybody became aware of it, and suddenly people were calling on me to talk to them, to help teach, to help heal, to bring people together. These skills and abilities that we have that are within us help us get through not only these times, but help to create better times for the future. So where does that leave us? We do a lot for a lot of people right now. You are homeschooling and caring for elders. You are watching out for your community. You are finding ways to connect people who've never been connected. You are working from home or going out in fear. Whatever you're doing all over the place, there is a sense of, are we going to be okay? You need to do 2 things. You need to, first of all, create a routine of self-care. What do I mean by a routine of self-care? Every morning I get up, and for me, it looks like prayer. It looks like meditation. It looks like stretching. It looks like doing a breathing treatment, proactive, because I have severe asthma as well. It looks like drinking all the water that I need, but this is a routine. It's not something that you do once and done. It's something you do every single day, and you do it with joy because that's the thing that will help you get to the next moment. Self-care also looks like listening to yourself and hearing when you need to slow down. Self-care looks like reading a book and holding a child. Self-care looks like giving to yourself those things that bring joy and hope and happiness. We're living in a time when we get to go inside to see who we are and who we want to be. It's not going to be perfection, but we can continue to work on not only myself, but with my sisters, with my brothers, with one another. We're going to come out of this. We're going to come out whole. We're going to come out healthy. We're going to come out joyful. And I believe we're going to come out together. I believe it and I know it. I want you to know that the work that you do is not nothing. It's important, it's powerful, it's tiring, but you're making the world a better place. Keep doing what you do. Keep loving yourself. Keep loving one another. We need we. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Berry, for your inspiring message of self-care, sisterhood, cleaning the filters, and rebuilding as we move forward. Perfect for these times. Well, we hope you're enjoying this virtual experience. Now it's time to pay tribute to the 2020 top corporations. We are excited to hear from women business who will briefly share what they feel has been a great supplier experience with their corporations as we honor them today. We will first see and hear from the voices of the women businesses and then the honorees. Let's begin with our first honoree, Accenture. Our WE representative is Nishi Raina, CEO of Expedite Technology Solutions.
Dear WBEs and corporations, I hope you're staying happy and healthy. My name is Nishi Raina, and I'm with Expedite Technology Solutions that I started a little over 10 years back as an IT project solutions and staffing company. Today, I'm honored to introduce Accenture as one of the top corporations, which also happens to be our favorite client. Our relationship with Accenture spans over 8 years now, and we started working with them when we were just about 6 months into business. So I want to take this opportunity to thank Nidra and team for an awesome job for supporting all of the WBEs and doing so much for the community. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Nishi. Please join me in welcoming Nidra Dixon, Managing Director, Global Supplier Inclusion and Sustainability Lead and Europe Market Lead, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award on behalf of Accenture.
Thank you, GWBC. Accenture is excited to be named Top Corporation once again. I think with everything that is going on between COVID-19, the social unrest, being named Top Corporation has a different meaning. It is more important now that we partner with small, diverse businesses, and especially our women-owned businesses. As we have seen during these times, those businesses stepped up to the plate and they were able to pivot very quickly to help get the needs of our frontline healthcare workers, to help many of the corporations to ensure that their employees were safe. All of this was done in collaboration with corporations and small businesses, and especially those women-owned businesses. Accenture could not be more proud to be on the front line with everyone and making sure that we are continuing to do our part in advancing and growing women-owned businesses. I would also like to thank Cecily Brown. Cecily is a board member of GWBC and on my team, and each time she mentions GWBC, she's asking me, how can we help them to do more? So we are proud to be working with GWBC on the virtual platform this year to bring you the LACE Awards. I am so excited and looking forward to what we can do together, because collaboration is what's going to make things better. So GWBC, Roz Lewis, and your staff, once again, we are excited to be named Top Corporation, and we look forward to working with you, collaborating more, innovating more, and doing more in the coming years. Thank you.
Well said, Ms. Nidra and the Accenture team. It takes leadership to ignite and action to make it happen. Well deserved. Collaboration, that's what I heard. Thank you, Nidra, and congratulations, Accenture. Our next honoree is AT&T. Our WBE representative is Nancy Williams, president of ASAP Solutions Group and Refresh.
Hi, I'm Nancy Williams with ASAP Solutions and WeFresh. I'm here to congratulate AT&T on their prestigious award for top corporations at GWBC. AT&T has been a client of ours since 1992 and has been a catalyst towards our success. Thank you, Susan Johnson, Rachel Coots, and Julianne Cook for all you do, and congrats again.
Thank you, Ms. Nancy. Please join me in welcoming Jelena Bolden, Director, Supplier Diversity, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award for AT&T.
Hello, I'm Jelena Bolden, Director of Supplier Diversity at AT&T. It is my honor to accept this Top Corporation Award on behalf of AT&T. I would like to thank the Greater Women's Business Council and your phenomenal president, Roz Lewis. Congratulations on 20 years of advancing, promoting, and advocating for women-owned businesses. This acknowledgement of AT&T is not a singular accomplishment. As we all know, diverse business inclusion requires leadership, support, and activation to achieve success for the WBEs for whom we advocate. So I'd like to acknowledge the dedication and hard work of the AT&T Supplier Diversity team and our leadership. In particular, I'd like to recognize our colleagues who support the GWBC, Angela Williams and Julian Cook, who provide hands-on support to your organization, and Stephanie Pulliam, who serves on the GWBC board. We thank each of them for their contributions. AT&T has remained dedicated to supporting women-owned businesses for decades. Our efforts has resulted in billions spent annually with WBEs, and we recognize that one of the byproducts of our engagement is the creation of jobs that contribute to strengthening our communities and the economy. We understand the challenges faced by businesses today to provide a sustainable enterprise during extraordinary circumstances, and the work you do at GWBC is more important than ever. We are proud to work with you. AT&T remains committed to the inclusion of women-owned businesses and depend on their support to help us provide exceptional products and services to AT&T customers around the world. So, on behalf of AT&T, please accept our sincere thanks to the Greater Women's Business Council and each of you for this special acknowledgement, and we look forward to continuing this important work. Thank you again for this award.
Thank you and your team as you are great advocates for inclusion for our women businesses. Congratulations, AT&T. Our next honoree is Bank of America. Our WBE representative is Rowena Miller, head cultivator of niche marketing. And in her words, Bank of America has been an incredible partner for her company, Niche Marketing. In 20 plus years in this supplier diversity world, there has been no other company that has been so committed in diversifying their supply chain with innovative programming and their great leadership. Rowena, along with many other diverse suppliers, applauds Bank of America. Thank you in behalf of Rowena. Please join me in welcoming Vanshet Jenkins, Senior Vice President, Supplier Diversity and Sustainable Sourcing Executive, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award on behalf of Bank of America.
Hello, everyone. My name is Vonche Jenkins, and I'm the Global Supplier Diversity and Responsible Sourcing Executive at Bank of America. I am so proud of our decades-long relationship with the Greater Women's Business Council and of our shared commitment to support women business enterprises. We celebrate with you the growing number of women-owned businesses as more women become the primary decision makers for themselves, their families, and their companies. GWBC has been a valuable partner as we've engaged in key programming initiatives, and it's my pleasure to accept this honor as our company marks 30 years of dedication to women and diverse-owned businesses. This year, Bank of America has provided more than 1,000 learning licenses to an online platform that offers more than 2,500 training courses tailored to small businesses. We've awarded over $1 million in executive-level scholarship grants. WeBank's Dorothy B. Brothers Scholarship celebrates Bank of America's first Director of Supplier Diversity and Development, and we've sourced more than $24 billion in goods and services from diverse-owned companies since our program began. One great example is Niche Marketing, owned and operated by Rowena Miller. Niche Marketing is a marketing consulting business certified as a WBE by the Greater Women's Business Council. They specialize in customized diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, community development, and marketing communication strategies. We've used their market research, vendor capability consultations, and event planning services. They're an important part of our efforts, and we appreciate their devotion and industry expertise. We at Bank of America support the Greater Women's Business Council's vision and look forward to continuing to work with you to enhance opportunities for women business enterprises. Thank you for this recognition.
Thank you for all that you do at Bank of America to promote, engage, and enhance the opportunities for WBs. Our next honoree is BMW Manufacturing Company. Our WBE representative is Jennifer Paradis, CEO of Signatures Company.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Parody with Signatures Company. We specialize in corporate and team branded apparel. Congratulations to BMW on your Top Corporation Award for the GWBC. We've been very fortunate to work with BMW over the years in providing them their decoration for their team uniforms as well as their hemming. And also we were quite fortunate this year during COVID to also provide them with 1.2 million masks for their team members to get back to work. We've also been fortunate to work with 11 of the other Tier 1 suppliers. It's allowed us to expand throughout the country and into Canada and Mexico and increase our workforce by 60%. So we're very grateful for this partnership, and congratulations again to BMW.
Please join me in welcoming Oliver Haas, Senior Vice President, Purchasing and Supplier Network Americas, to accept the Top Corporations Award on behalf of BMW Manufacturing Company.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the distinguished honor of Top Corporation Awardee. Special thanks to Ross Lewis and the Greater Women Business Council for this award. BMW Supplier Diversity Conference brings together top-tier supplier and women-owned businesses to join forces and further bolster BMW's already innovative and deserved supply chain. BMW recognized the competitive advantage that exists when it engaged women-owned businesses in every part of our process. For BMW, upholding a commitment to supplier diversity is worth the effort. As a leader in the global automotive industry, we recognize that inclusiveness strengthens our ability to manufacture the ultimate driving machine. Supplier diversity is not only the right thing to do, more importantly, it sets our brand apart, brings together unique talents, which allows us to stay competitive in an increasingly global economy. Thank you, Greater Women Business Council, for this distinguished award. Looking forward to see everyone in 2021 at the BMW Supplier Diversity Conference. Thank you very much and stay healthy.
Thank you, Oliver. I love that accent. And congratulations, BMW Manufacturing Company. Our next honoree is Delta Airlines. Our WB representative is T. Renee Smith, CEO of iSuccess Consulting.
Hello, I am T. Renee Smith, President and CEO of iSuccess Consulting and a strategic partner of Delta Airlines. It has been my privilege over the last several years to work with you in developing and launching Delta's Supplier Development Academy, which is a 12 to 18-month program designed to create a pipeline of diverse suppliers. Delta, congratulations on GWBC's Top Corporation of the Year award, and congratulations and thank you for your commitment to diversity. As a recipient of GWBC's 2019 Trailblazer of the Year award, this is a distinct honor. So again, congratulations, Delta. You deserve it. Keep soaring.
Please join me in welcoming Carmitria Durham-Burton, Supply Chain Management General Manager, Supply Diversity, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award in behalf of Delta Airlines.
Hi, I'm Carmitria Burton, the General Manager of the Supplier Diversity and Inclusion Team at Delta Airlines. Thank you, GWBC, for this honor as one of the top corporations. Delta Airlines is one of the founders of the GWBC organization, and that speaks to our commitment to the growth and the sustainability of women-owned businesses. At Delta, it's quite simple for us. It's a part of our policy and practices to include women-owned businesses in all of our RFP activity. We are also committed to coaching, mentoring, and training WBEs to grow their business and to also sustain their business. Thank you, T. Renee Smith of iSuccess, for this nomination and your partnership over the last several years in which we committed to mentoring and developing women-owned businesses. Again, I say thank you of over 80,000 employees and Atlanta's hometown airline, Delta Airlines. And we hope when you are back to traveling and you want to travel safely and comfortable, Delta Airlines should be your airlines of choice. Again, thank you for this honor.
Thank you, Carmitria. Always on point with your remarks, and congratulations to our own home base, Delta Airlines. Our next honoree is Georgia Power. Our WBE representative is Holly Hughes, CEO of Colliers Facility Solutions, LLC.
Hello, I'm Holly Hughes, CEO of Colliers Facility Solutions. We are a full-service facility management company and have been providing facility management and maintenance services throughout Georgia Power's real estate portfolio for many years. I am thrilled to share with you today that Georgia Power Company is the winner of the Top Corporation Award with GWBC. They are an amazing group to work with. I am honored to serve and support them. Please join me in congratulating the Georgia Power Company.
Thank you, Holly. Please join me in welcoming Vicki Irwin Avery, General Manager, Supplier Sustainability and Equity, as she accepts the Top Corporations on behalf of Georgia Power.
Greetings. On behalf of Georgia Power's executive leadership and our entire team, we thank the Greater Women's Business Council for this prestigious Top Corporation Award. Our motto at Georgia Power is to be a citizen wherever we serve. For us, supporting woman-owned and diverse businesses is a strategic imperative to build strong communities through economic development and job creation in our footprint. At Georgia Power, we value our partnerships with diverse suppliers to help us provide reliable, affordable, and clean energy to our 2.6 million customers. Georgia Power appreciates our long-standing partnership with the Greater Women's Business Council as you advocate for and develop woman-owned businesses. We remain committed to utilizing, developing, and providing growth opportunities to diverse suppliers as we fully institutionalize our commitment and actions to eliminate racism in our company and the nation. We congratulate all corporations for your support of diversity,
equity and inclusion, and for taking a stand to provide opportunities to small and diverse businesses. We must continue to work together to strengthen our communities and our country. Thank you, Roz Lewis, the GWBC Board of Directors, and the woman-owned businesses who provide quality products and services while creating jobs and economic development in communities across our state. We look forward to continuing our support of GWBC and the great woman-owned businesses who help us keep the lights on every day. Stay safe and well.
Thank you, Vicki. Love that motto. Thanks for all that you and your team do for us. We'll remember to stay safe and healthy. Congratulations, Georgia Power. Our next honoree is Grady Health. Our WE representative is Julie Haley, President and CEO of Edge Solutions, LLC.
Good morning. My name is Julie Haley, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Edge Solutions, a majority woman-owned technology company. 8 years ago, Grady gave us the chance to compete, and we won their business and their trust. Over the years, we've continued to scale with Grady, building out their data storage capacity with cutting-edge technology, so they would always have the patient information they need at their fingertips. A big thank you to Clovis and his whole diversity team for giving us that first chance. We are very proud that our work enables Grady to deliver optimal health care to the Atlanta community and to save lives. Congratulations.
Thank you, Julie. Please join me in welcoming Crystal King, Director, Supplier Diversity and Equity, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award in behalf of Grady Health.
Hello, I am Crystal Anderson King, Director of Supplier Diversity and Equity at Grady Health System. Grady is a proud sponsor of Greater Women's Business Council and a proud supporter of women-owned businesses. On behalf of our CEO, John Halpert, and the entire Grady Health System team, thank you, Roz, for your exceptional leadership and to your awesome team and board of directors. We thank you for this top corporation honor. Since Grady first opened in 1892, we have had to continually reinvent ourselves to meet the region's evolving medical needs. In the 1890s, that meant providing the same quality of care for rich and poor, Black and white. In the 1920s, it meant performing Georgia's first open heart surgery. In 2013, it meant creating the first neurological surgical suite with a dedicated stroke center to remove blood clots from the brains of stroke victims. A few weeks ago, it meant the opening of the Jessie Hill Market, a patient resource for fresh produce, nutrition, and cooking education. A collaboration between Grady Health System, Atlanta Community Food Bank, and Open Hand Atlanta. The market also provides easy access to healthy, delicious, affordable menu options to our staff, patients, and guests in the beautiful cafe. Tomorrow, it will be something we can hardly imagine. Women-owned businesses have been a vital part of our health system in the past and will continue to be an integral part and partners in our future. A special thank you to the GWBC and WeBake certified vendors who make it possible for Grady to serve Atlanta at our highest capacity. Again, we thank you.
Thanks, Grady Health, for serving Atlanta and including more women participating in your program. Our next honoree is McKesson. Our WB representative is Donna M. DeSena, Director of Client Services of Primus Software Corporation.
Hi, my name is Donna DeSena. I am the Director of Client Services for Primus Software Corporation. Primus is a staffing and solutions company helping large and small corporations since 1996 with IT and non-IT staffing, as well as innovative solutions in analytics, business intelligence, mobility, and web. We have been a preferred partner to McKesson for over 8 years, and their mentorship has helped Primus to meet and exceed their target goals throughout their partnership. We are honored to join you today to celebrate their success. Thank you, McKesson, for your commitment to the growth and success of women-owned businesses.
Thank you, Donna. Please join me in welcoming Michelle Davis, Supplier Diversity Leads, as she accepts the Top Corporation Awards on behalf of McKesson.
Hello, my name is Michelle Davis, Supplier Diversity Lead for McKesson. I am honored to receive this recognition on behalf of McKesson. In these uncertain times, it is important to have a strong supplier diversity program, especially in the healthcare industry. McKesson wants to partner with small, diverse, woman-owned businesses that have products or services that will assist McKesson in providing the right medicines, medical products, and healthcare services to the right patients at the right time, safely and cost-effectively. Thank you.
Thank you, Marshall, and congratulations, McKesson. Our next honoree is the Coca-Cola Company. Our WB representative is Meredith Leapley, President of Leapley Constructions.
I'm Meredith Leapley, and I'm the CEO and founder of Leapley Construction. I want to congratulate the Coca-Cola Company on winning the Top Corporation Award. This is so well deserved. They've been so supportive of women-owned businesses, including mine. We've been working with the Coca-Cola Company since 2001 on renovating their construction on their campus and other Atlanta locations. They've been an incredible platform for us, and I know many others, to stretch us and grow us in many different ways. Congratulations again to the Coca-Cola Company.
Thank you, Meredith. Please join me in welcoming Tamika Harper, Director of Next Generation Services, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award on behalf of the Coca-Cola Company.
Good afternoon. My name is Tamika Harper, Director of Next Generation Services at the Coca-Cola Company and a member of the Greater Women's Business Council Board of Directors. It is my honor to accept the Top Corporation for Doing Business with Women Award on behalf of the Coca-Cola Company. Coca-Cola realizes the innovation and value that women entrepreneurs bring to our business, and we embrace supplier diversity as a key corporate strategy. Cultivating diverse business suppliers, both women-owned and minority-owned, helps our company develop reliable sources for the products and services we use every day. It stimulates competition and reduces undue dependence on one or even a few suppliers. We enjoy the benefit of having an extensive network of diverse suppliers, and these relationships earn us loyal friends and new customers in the communities we serve. Such success does not come easy and does not come without strong leadership. On behalf of Therese Thompson, Vice President of Supplier Diversity and Inclusion, and the entire team, we are appreciative of the Coca-Cola leadership for implementing policies and procedures that allow the company to perform its best in diversifying our supply chain. The Supplier Diversity and Inclusion team is talented and every day lead the charge as liaisons and advocates for diverse suppliers. As a company, we strive daily to be a leader in diversity and a role model in the communities we serve. We will remain unwavering in our quest to maximize opportunities for WBEs and our support to advocacy organizations like GWBC furthers our promise to benefit and refresh everyone who is touched by our business. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners today, and thank you for your hard work and commitment.
Unwavering in your quest. We like and appreciate that. Thank you, Tamika, and congratulations to that Coca-Cola Company. Our next honoree is Truist Financial Services. Our WE representative is Karen Hughes, owner of Corporate Environments of Georgia.
Hello, I'm Karen Hughes, CEO of Corporate Environments, an interior solutions company providing furniture, architectural products, and services to a variety of corporations. We have been fortunate to work with SunTrust, now Truist, on a variety of projects, including their executive office floor here in Atlanta and a number of Robinson Humphrey offices across the country. I want to congratulate Truist for being recognized as the Top Corporation Award. And I want to thank Truist for recognizing the importance of inclusion and diversity in business. So let's all congratulate Truist for all the work they do for women-owned businesses. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Karen. Please join me in welcoming Lisa Miller, Senior Vice President, Chief Supplier Diversity, as she accepts the Top Corporations Award for Truist Financial Services.
Hi, my name is Lisa Miller, and I'm the Chief Supplier Diversity Officer for Truist Financial Corporation. We are very appreciative of winning this award and being recognized as the GWBC's 2020 Top Corporation of the Year. We're so honored to be listed amongst the many Fortune 100 companies who have really advanced women-owned businesses. And we know that this is a journey, but we're along for the ride to really impact the women-owned businesses that are within our network. Our mission is to ensure our suppliers reflect who we are as a community and company. Through qualified and innovative diverse businesses, we provide value-added supplier partnerships that enhance our client experience, strengthen our operations, and enrich our communities. Our CEO and COO have already provided their overwhelming support for our supplier diversity initiative and understand that by partnering with a diverse supplier base across our footprint, especially certified and women-owned diverse suppliers, we drive innovation to support the needs of our clients, help local businesses grow, and support the local economies and contribute to the success of the communities we serve. Supplier diversity is not only the right thing to do, it's a smart business strategy that helps us to bring our purpose to life for our clients, teammates, and stakeholders. So thank you again for this recognition on behalf of all the teammates and leadership at Truist Financial Corporation. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, and congratulations to Truist Financial Services for making us part of that journey. Our next honoree is UPS. Our WB representative is Amy Bush, President of HLMF Logistics Incorporated.
I'm Amy Bush, President of HLMF. Our women-owned business has enjoyed a great partnership with UPS since 2008. We've worked hard to define ourselves in what has been historically a man's world of truck parts, maintenance, and logistics. HLMF has had the full support of UPS to grow our company, expand our product offerings, and develop an industry-leading after-treatment maintenance program. I am excited to congratulate UPS for being named a GWBC Top Corporation of 2020.
Thank you, Amy. Please join me in welcoming Latasha Griffin, Supplier Diversity Manager, as she accepts the Top Corporations in behalf of UPS.
I'm Latasha Griffin, one of the Supplier Diversity Managers at UPS. And first, I'd like to thank the GWBC for this prestigious award and congratulate all the other corporations being honored today. There's a lot to be proud of. We spent over $500 million in 2019 with women-owned businesses. We've seen so much innovation in this past year. Everyone has had to pivot and find ways to work differently, and women-owned businesses have responded. More than half of our PPE purchases have been from diverse businesses, and that's resulted in tens of millions of dollars being spent with women-owned businesses who stepped up with solutions. But the truth is, even with this activity, the pace of change is too slow, and women continue to be underrepresented in the supply chain. There's still so much more work to do, but this is what gets us excited. Internally, we focus on the distribution of accountability beyond the supplier diversity team and the buyers, but also the senior procurement staff and our partners in the business units. To quote Chris Oswald, UPS's Vice President of Global Supplier Diversity, to truly drive toward economic equality, supplier diversity can't feel like a secret tucked away in the procurement function. It has to hit the main stage. That's exactly why UPS is focused inward so intently to ensure that we are all working together towards the common goal of providing access and development to women-owned businesses. We know the value women can bring. We're only 3 months into Carol Tomei's appointment as CEO, the first female CEO at UPS. And let me tell you, the sky is the limit. With active support from Carol and our CPO, Jose Turkinich, UPS is positioned to make greater impacts than ever in the next few years. I say all that to say, the time for incremental change is past. I'd like to challenge my colleagues and the GWBC to keep expanding the way we support women-owned businesses, because when women succeed, everyone wins. I can promise you that UPS is committed to this endeavor. We don't have all the answers, but we're willing to do the work. Again, we at UPS are honored to be one of GWBC's top corporations for 2020, and we look forward to all that we can accomplish together.
Thank you, Latasha, and congratulations, UPS. You are on it. Supplier diversity can be a secret. The word is out now, folks, more than ever. Well, folks, this is all for me. It has been a great pleasure recognizing corporations who support GWBC. And now, please welcome the one and only Ross Lewis, President and CEO of the Greater Women's Business Council, our champ.
Thank you, Monica. Hasn't she been awesome as our MC? And she has a great business in IPCOM services. So please visit her website in order to do business with her. And congratulations to all of the honorees. As you can see and hear, these corporations empower their supply chains to include women businesses who add value every day to their bottom lines. Again, let's give them another round of virtual applause. Hope you've enjoyed our virtual celebration, and we want to thank our sponsors. We know you supply the energy and support that is needed for our organization, that we want to say a special thank you to Accenture and the great events team who provided this virtual experience for you today. And to my staff, our events and awards committees, and to our suppliers, EES and TCG and Irresistible Cakes, for all of their support to make this event a success. GWBC is celebrating 20 years of certifying women businesses, so please visit our website for more information about upcoming events, such as our Lace Awards celebration that will take place on November 6, 2020. Well, we are at the end of our Top Corporation celebration, and thank you for spending this hour with us. In this current environment, we encourage you to stay safe, healthy, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, GWBC.
Thank you, GWBC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, GWC. We are truly appreciative.
Thank you.
Thank you.